Westfield football coach Bill Moore is all about character. Moore's focus on having each player grow as a human being is what has helped make Westfield one of the strongest programs in Western Mass. Coach Moore's lessons have never faced such a test than in the last year. Westfield sophomore Carl King is a true bomber at heart. He works hard in the off-season, excels in the classroom, and never quits on the gridiron. Carl also suffers from a liver disease called primary sclerosing cholangitis. Typical symptoms include severe jaundice, intense itching, and chronic fatigue. Whatever you do, don't tell Carl about the fatigue. He doesn't have time for that, you know, with football practice and all.
They didn't want me to play, but then they said if I got a special pad to cover my liver that I could play because the risk factor of getting hit in the liver hard wouldn't be as bad.
Is it taking a toll on you emotionally?
It's stressful at times, and when I think about it, it really can get to me. But all I can do is really just go with the flow, and there's nothing else I can do. I gotta get through it. I gotta try to be optimistic about it, because if I'm not optimistic, I won't be very happy. And sometimes I do get a little down, but staying optimistic is the best way, in my opinion.
Just he works harder than most of the younger guys. So if there's something like lifting weights or a camp or something, he will be there, and that means a lot to the team. So we treat him well for that. And the special treatment, I just think he deserves it. Even if he didn't have the liver problem, he still deserves special treatment, I'd say.
Just with the type of guy he is?
Yeah, he's got a lot of character, and this team's all about character.
Yeah.
Carl, I met him through football. I really met him for the first time this year. I found out he had liver disease, and Carl had always been at the summer workouts, the lifting, and he always worked pretty hard. And so, as a team, we all decided to, back him, support him. And Carl has eventually made it onto the field, and it's been very cool to see him out here. He works very hard every day, and he's a good teammate too.
2 summers ago, my friends started to notice that my eyes were yellow. And so we went in to see a doctor, and after a while, about this time last year, they diagnosed me with it, and they had a definite say on it. Well, right now they're just taking blood tests to check my status, because the only thing they can really do to help it is a liver transplant, and I'm waiting for that right now. So they take blood tests, and then I go into Boston, and they tell me what's up, how I'm doing, and if I moved up on the list or not.
Coach Moore just teaches us life lessons, and they just help so much. So Carl's with his liver and problem and thinking giving in stuff, Carl's just kind of saying never give up, keep going.
Yeah, Coach Moore, he introduced us to what Carl was going through in the first day of practice, and everybody on the team, our captains, John Thompson, Artie Owen, Cam Sullivan, and Nate Collier, they all look out for him. We all, we see him in school, we ask him how he's doing, how he's feeling, stuff like that. Make him feel like he's on the team, especially on the days he can't make it.
Yeah, I can really tell by when I talk to Coach Moore. He's always supportive, and I can tell by the tone of his voice that he really wants me to get better, and he would do a lot for me.